We are back once again, guys, right here on the channel for my Monday Night Raw review. You know, this show, it just continues to get even worse. I don't understand how a person could sit down and honestly enjoy this. I feel like I don't understand the logic of people who actually enjoy this. As I just posted on Twitter, for those who haven't, been looking on my Twitter, I put up something on my Twitter, and it was a bit odd for me to say that, but it is what it is. That, because I'm a hardcore fan, and I know what this company is like when it comes to creative booking. So for those who haven't seen the tweet, this was the tweet that I put up. Gotta start smartening up my girlfriend when it comes to WWE. She's happy about the revival being buried by the Lucha House Party, and she's calling AOP authors of piss. A real wrestling fan like me who understands WWE's creative booking, this was unbearable to watch. Now, by that tweet, some people might have believed that my girlfriend was over and she was watching it with me. No. As a matter of fact, no. It was more because actually, no, it's not because she was over here. It's because of the fact that she was telling me her thoughts on Monday Night Raw. And the fact that she was laughing at the stuff that happened really makes me believe that I gotta start smartening her up. The show starts off with, as always, an authority figure, Baron Corbin, and he was in the ring with Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. Braun Strowman talks about his injury. So, my question is he actually going to be back in time? That's my question. Is Braun Strowman going to be back in time for TLC? By the looks of the facts that they still got Braun Strowman on TV talking about this, it seems like that maybe this entire elbow attack is a storyline injury. Some people have told me that it's an official injury. I don't know what to believe, so you guys can let me know about that down below. And then we had Elias interrupt the segment, and then we had Bobby Lashley versus Elias. I'm guessing because Elias, was making fun of Bobby Lashley. Now, just to let you guys know, I'm not really clear on everything that happened on the show, because I'm all over the place right now, and honestly, this show was just so terrible, I kind of just don't want to remember anything. Bobby Lashley gets the victory here. Now they're starting to build up Bobby Lashley. He's now in an important storyline. They put the guy in an important storyline, and now they're going to start building him the way that he should have been built. And also, this kind of damages Elias a little bit as a babyface. But it is what it is. We get another rematch from last week. The Lucha House Party taking on the Revival once again in Lucha House Party rules. This is just downright disgusting and downright despicable. How in the ever-living hell is this fair? this shouldn't even be called a Lucha House Party Rules. It should just most likely be called a 3-on-2 handicap match. Like, I don't understand how one of the greatest tag teams in the modern era, the Revival, who put on classic matches with DIY, Gargano and Ciampa, and even the AOP, and even other tag teams, I don't understand how a tag team like that is losing to cruiserweights. 3 guys who should be on 205 Live. The only reason why the Lucha House Party are on Monday Night Raw is because of how much lack of tag teams they have. That's the only reason why they're on. I mean, seriously, does anybody care about the Lucha House Party? I know my girlfriend does. It's absolutely sickening. It's absolutely sickening that the Revival are losing. How could these guys not be Raw Tag Team Champions by now? These guys should easily be champions by now. But I just don't understand Vince's logic when it comes to NXT talents. Good luck, Lars Sullivan. Once you make the main roster, man, all I gotta do is wish you the best of luck. Whether if you're on Raw or SmackDown Live. All I gotta do is wish you good luck, man. Because I honestly don't know how long your appeal is going to last, Mr. Sullivan. Knowing WWE, they're going to change something about you. Considering that's what they do with NXT talents. They change things. We had Nia Jax. Nia Boring, as I would call her. Nia Boring. Or Nia Fat, whatever. Either way, I can't stand Nia Jax. Her heat is slowly going away. Her being with Tamina is just dumb. Like, I don't understand how Tamina is in a big storyline and how she's being featured more often. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then we get Ronda Rousey, you know, she comes out and there's a Ronda Rousey plant fan in the audience. Oh my goodness, there's a plant. Is anybody gonna rage and get angry at WWE for planting a Ronda Rousey fan in the audience? Everybody hated it with Roman Reigns, and everyone hated it with Charlotte Flair. So I expect everyone to get angry at this one. Knowing this fan base, probably not. But I know for a fact, if you're going to start planting Ronda Rousey fans, if you're going to start planting these types of fans to wear Ronda Rousey's t-shirts, if you're going to start doing this with Ronda Rousey, this is going to give me an even more reason to dislike Ronda. And I know this is not her fault, obviously, I know that. But I want people to understand, if I don't like Ronda, I don't like her. Okay? These are just the things that I think people need to start understanding. I don't need to change my mind just because you're trying your best to convince me. If they do the right thing with Ronda Rousey, maybe then I'll change my mind. But they're not doing the right thing with Ronda Rousey. Giving her the Women's Championship when she clearly didn't deserve it. She should be a heel. Ronda Rousey should be booked like Shayna Baszler. Why do I have to keep repeating myself over and over and over again? Why can't Ronda Rousey be booked like Shayna Baszler on NXT? It would be so much better for Ronda. But no, we have to have this smiling babyface, which I just cannot stand. Turn this woman heel. Putting the words heel next to Ronda Rousey could be the only way. Could be the only way to convince this guy to change his mind on the baddest woman on the planet. Natalya then comes out and the Riot Squad end up attacking Natalya. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-freaking-doo. Obviously, this is going to set up a tag team match. The AOP, the Authors of Pain, versus Chad Gable and Bobby Roode for the Raw Tag Team titles. Oh my God. You talk about destroying. You talk about destroying the Authors of Pain. This is your best example. They had Drake Maverick steal Bobby Roode's robe, his glorious robe. They had him steal Bobby Roode's robe, Drake Maverick, and he's running around like an idiot, wearing his robe, doing glorious, trying to distract Bobby Roode. And then he ends up going backstage, and he's like, I believe he's putting his robe down the toilet. I'm guessing that's what he was doing, considering that they've been making a lot of piss jokes on Drake Maverick. So he ends up putting his robe down the toilet. And of course this angers Bobby Roode. And this distracts Bobby Roode. And then the AOP, Akam and Razor take advantage of this entire thing. And they retain their Raw Tag Team Championships. You can't be serious. This is the sad state of the Raw Tag Team division. You're having the champions win due to outside interference. Drake Maverick was distracting Bobby Roode and Chad Gable to aid Akam and Razor to get the victory. This never happened in NXT. This never happened with the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering never stole someone's shirt or robe, ran backstage with it, and shoved it down a toilet. This is just stupid. Why are the AOP winning matches like this? Why are they even champions? The AOP, Authors of Pain, I should stop calling them AOP because this is the name that WWE are booking them as. The Authors of Pain were such a great team in NXT, and they are a great team, and they're young. These two guys are young. They're in their early 20s. These guys are in their early 20s. They've got a bright future. And this is the crap they're going to be in? A manager so upset that he gets pissed on, gets piss jokes on him, and he's just going to just distract their opponents. And they're trying to make the Authors of Pain come off as a big deal. They're trying to book the Authors of Pain as a dangerous team. This is not how you book the Authors of Pain as a team. This is not how you book them as a dangerous team. You don't have their manager running around with Bobby Roode's robe and putting it in a toilet. This is not how you make them dominant. You make them dominant by having them win matches. Clean! This infuriates me. This really infuriates me. And there's going to be another thing that's going to infuriate me as well. So you guys think my ranting... You think me ranting about the Authors of Pain was bad? Whoa, wait till you hear this. We had 2 consecutive matches. First we had Ember Moon versus Alicia Fox. Well, first off, at least Ember Moon won. I'll at least give WWE that. They made the right decision and gave Ember Moon the victory. Next, then we had... by the way... Well, then we had... actually, I'll get on to that in a second. Then after that, we had Jinder Mahal versus No Way Jose. Where has this guy been? No Way Jose. Where has this guy been since his debut? Exactly, nowhere. No Way Jose is just another guy on the main roster. Does anybody even remember No Way Jose? This guy used to be fun. This guy used to be cool in NXT. But when I see No Way Jose now, I don't care. And also, this whole mixed match challenge thing. This whole mixed match challenge. And after what I heard, after what I saw tonight on Raw, made me incredibly furious, and it made me absolutely feel terrible for Ember Moon. They had to replace Braun Strowman as her tag team partner because of this whole angle with Baron Corbin. Why did you even put him in this in the first place? You see, this whole mixed match challenge has been ruined. First off, they keep changing partners. Everybody keeps changing partners. First it was Bobby Lashley and Sasha Banks. Then it got changed to Mickie James. Then it was Kevin Owens and Natalya. And it got switched to Bobby Roode and Natalya. Well, obviously, Kevin Owens, he had a reason. They had a reason to change his because he got injured. So they had a reason with him. I'll give WWE that. Then they changed Alexa Bliss, because Alexa Bliss was originally meant to tag with Braun. Then they took Alexa Bliss off because of her concussions. Who else did they change? I'm pretty sure they changed a few others. Oh, and then they had Jeff Hardy all of a sudden become Charlotte's tag team partner because AJ Styles was unable to compete. So they keep changing partners. So Ember Moon lost her partner in Braun Strowman. She lost Braun Strowman as her partner because of this entire angle. And who did they replace Braun Strowman with? Who could have been a great option for Ember Moon to have as a partner? They give her Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins? You can't be serious. You are completely out of your mind. You're completely out of your mind. Unless somehow you're going to have... unless this tag team is a... somehow... unless they're going to build this tag team as like the B team. As a team that, are underdogs. Because Ember Moon is currently undefeated in the Mixed Match Challenge with 4 victories with Braun Strowman. Kurt Hawkins has never won a match. And he believes his losing streak is going to come to an end in this Mixed Match Challenge. You may as well just give Ember Moon the -- entry spot in the Women's Royal Rumble. Because this is stupid as hell. This is just stupid as hell, and this is just a legit screw job You have screwed Ember Moon out of a possible number 30. All because Braun Strowman is in the middle of a feud with Baron Corbin, and the fact that if he beats Baron Corbin at TLC, he gets his title shot at Brock Lesnar. Why have Braun in the Mixed Match Challenge in the first place? See, this is the things that you people need to think about. How is Braun Strowman allowed to compete in the Mixed Match Challenge if he's getting a title shot? Is that the reason why they switched their partner? Maybe they should have thought about it before they started this whole thing. I don't even watch the Mixed Match Challenge anyway, and I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I don't, because this would completely infuriate me. But the fact is that they're trying to make the Mixed Match Challenge important. They're trying to make it important for TLC. Ember Moon just got screwed. Ember Moon has been screwed over big time. And I don't like it. I don't like it. And neither should you. Seth Rollins does an open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. And of course, we gotta have Dolph Ziggler. Gotta have Dolph Ziggler be the guy to come out and accept the challenge. Haven't we seen enough of Seth Rollins versus Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler? Haven't we seen enough of that already? Honestly, have we seen enough of these two guys competing against each other already? They have been competing with each other since after Money in the Bank. Since the night after Money in the Bank. Which I believe was in July or June. Yeah, I believe Money in the Bank was in June. So they've been feuding. They have been facing each other since June. And you're telling me that we want to see another Dolph Ziggler Seth Rollins match? I bet WWE was like, oh, if we give the crowd a Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler match, they'll give us a positive. They'll be happy that we gave them a great match with Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins. No! I've seen this match already. And I've seen this match enough. Move on with these two. I'm sick and tired of it, and it's time to move on. Seth Rollins defeats Dolph Ziggler, obviously, because he's got a match at TLC. Alexa Bliss hosts the Open Forum, or whatever the word is. Forum, I can't pronounce that word. With Sasha Banks and Bayley. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be an awful, awful segment? And indeed it was awful. Alexa Bliss is now apparently in charge of the women's division because Baron Corbin allowed her to be to keep an eye on the women's division on Raw. So Sasha Banks and Bayley are, still over as always. And in my opinion, Sasha Banks and Bayley are still over because the fans love them and the crowd want to see them more. And I mean more as in getting a push. So Alexa Bliss just starts asking them questions. And eventually this all leads to Mickie James and Dana Brooke. Yeah, I said Dana Brooke. And I'm guessing, and I think Alicia Fox was there too, to lead these women to attack Sasha Banks and Bayley, and this was just ridiculous. In the end, Sasha Banks and Bayley stood tall. So this whole attack that Alexa Bliss planned, it didn't even work out. And the main event was Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre versus, well, it was just, well, at first it was Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor in a one-on-one match, but I'm guessing, but since Baron Corbin, his job's on the line, he changes it to a 2-on-1 handicap match. Drew McIntyre comes out, and in the end, Finn Balor ends up losing to a Claymore kick. And then Bobby Lashley comes out as well, and all three of these guys just deliver their finishing moves on Finn Balor. Claymores, Dominators, and End of Days. So that is pretty much Monday Night Raw, guys. What a terrible edition of Monday Night Raw. This show continues to get even worse. I don't understand it. Seriously. It just feels like this company just doesn't care. It feels like this company just doesn't care. They're just going to put on whatever they want, and we're just going to have to sit there and watch it. Ridiculous. Come on, WWE. Get better. Book your shows correctly, please. So that's the end of this Monday Night Raw review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below as well. Let me know your thoughts about Monday Night Raw. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And be sure to follow me on my Twitter at pballantyne95 as well. Thank you all so much for listening. And I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review. And also, guys, I'm going to let you all know right now, this is just a little bit of an update at the end, that tomorrow is going to be my last day at university. It's going to be my last day at university. So from this point on, I will be home. But I will be going back to university next year in 2019 as well. So just going to give you guys a little bit of an update on that as well. So yeah, that's just a little update I wanted to give you guys on that. So tomorrow is my final day at university for 2018. Thank you all so much for watching, as I said, and I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review. See you then.